Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the House Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Beavers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense takes the field to start this game off. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends to the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. They'll run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. The back goes in motion. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
Motion from the offense. Going up top on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Dances away to buy time. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, hold the ball, hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
This is a 3rd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. A little screen to the running back. Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on 1st down. He'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He'll field the punt. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. The give to Davis. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Right back to the well. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running back searching for a hole. Discards him with the stiff arm. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
42 slider. 4-2.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it's no good. He missed it. Still leading by 2 after the miss. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Snap it to the back. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster. But it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Grab near the marker. It's Bermudez. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. And And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Feeling some heat. Got it on the outside. It's Lincoln. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll toss it. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this game.
Stopped after making the catch.
What I do, Rose? I ain't did nothing.
Get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll
I'm finna make it.
Bigger plays than he did here.
I'm gonna make it, hell.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short.
I'm gonna make it, man. It's 7:41. I'm gonna make it.
Really nice job on
Hell, I honestly forgot. I ain't gonna lie to you.
3rd downs.
I'm gonna make it.
Not even the top 50.
I'm gonna make it, big dog. I'm gonna make it.
Sure. You can, when you have the run pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So
I'm gonna make it. I gotta get a bowl game, baby. Come on.
good position.
I gotta get a bowl game, baby. Come on.
To move quickly.
We rocking. Rock with me now. Rock with me now. We gonna make it. We gonna make the deadline, baby.
Able to pick his way
We gonna make that deadline.
before the defense gets
You gonna be finished by 8? Yeah. I'm gonna be finished by 8. Hell, it's 7:42. I got it. We're gonna be ready. Man, y'all gotta get us me some slack, man. Hell, I'm rocking with a little team, man. Come on, we finna get there. We just trying to get a bowl game, baby. We finna get there.
He was born and died in the amount of time
It's already about to be halftime.
for that touchdown.
We gonna make it there. We'll be done by 8. Don't send that motherfucker to 8:01. We gonna be there. Hit his ass 20. What are you trying for? That ain't for
Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll
We gonna make it. Yeah, we gonna be there.
and Washington is
We
ready
gonna
to
make
go
it.
back on the attack.
Shit.
You want to talk about taking
I'm with
the wind
you.
out of your
So you
sails,
know.
drive the ball down
No, we gonna make it, man. We gonna make it.
Don't leave it
Damn. Turn it on. It ain't gonna get pointed out, man. We gonna make it there.
And don't settle for field goals.
Shit.
Because you got to know there's just no
It ain't gonna get pointed out, man. We gonna make it.
got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Oh, shit.
and they try to run inside and there is nowhere to go.
Great discipline by the backside of the defense. This is my gap. This is where I'm supposed to be. Ball goes away, so be it. I got to stay home. Stays home, makes a great play for a loss.
He's going to let
Damn, he tossed that bitch. Oh, I was finna say, if he caught that motherfucker, just give it to him. We finna blitz the shit out this nigga.
Facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Off the play fake.
Oh, yeah, he sacked.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Lock in.
Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep.
I meant to play it earlier. I forgot I had a game.
Secures it
We
at
clocking
30.
T. Oh,
He
come on.
gets a block.
Get that boy. Get that boy.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Colin.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this.
Like some shake.
Heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On second down, they'll take to the air.
Oh, yeah.
Down the middle.
What's that damn ball? What?
They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They have a first down at the 41-yard line.
Uh-oh.
He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, damn. I thought I hit that. I thought I hit it. I wanted to go get the ball, too. Shit. He was all over that shit.
The ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That's a freshman? Okay, so freshman.
Make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today.
Yeah, he ain't getting plenty of work. Fuck him.
Now on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver
three
offense.
deep.
Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback.
Holding, boy, these boys is holding more than I've ever seen somebody hold. Goddamn, we get a holding penalty. God damn, oh, that's illegal. I'm gonna say, come on, man. Shit. Holding hell.
First down here for the offense.
This point, they might be doing it cheating.
Snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, looking to throw. On the move.
He did, come on. Oh, yeah, hit him. But hit him. Damn.
Very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is.
Hit his ass. God damn.
On him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Trying play action. Got out of trouble, got...
Oh, yeah.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That boy came from out of bounds and got that big. Chainsaw, man.
Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5.
Throw this bitch because
He's looking to throw. Buys a little time. He fires it out to the right.
Damn.
And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They're trying to get to it.
Ain't that a bitch?
Hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far in this one. Unloads to the right.
He caught that bitch.
Just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Field goal is good. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the...
Oh, Lord.
And the ball comes out.
They done hit my nigga with the phone.
Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Huskies! The defense with the scoop and score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up. Take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The kickoff team,
Man, computer be giving these niggas anything, man, just to make the game close.
back out there after the scoop and score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, you got to stop the run.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They've been running it, but now the pass. On the run, still looking. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Beaver!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led sporting teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Washington sends out the punt team.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, we're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
We're running the clock out.
1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here's the handoff. At the 20, he's got space. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. He'll pitch it.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the...
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This time he's got it. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Got his man all by himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They'll leave it with him. And he runs it all the way down to the 3-yard line before he's finally knocked down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the field.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Getting some heat. It's complete. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? The defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. They're backed up.
Running the clock out now, B.
Their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. He shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
He's out past the 35. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Touch pass on the run. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
A 3rd and long coming up here. They're 3 for 4 on 4th down in this one, and they'll try it again. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed.
Did I get it?
Perfection.
It's right here, 20 seconds. 8:04, man. Ain't no niggas did all that.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
We right there. It's over with.
Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition.
Shit, I want my stats. Goddamn it, hell, we were going half.
Sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not
Shit, my boy showed up.
We're going to go out and beat this team.
We're going to a bowl game.
A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot.
We're going bowl game, baby. We're going bowl game. We're going bowling. Fuck what you heard. Oregon State, we're going bowling. Fuck what they heard. Look at that sunrise, that sunset.
I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
We laid down there sunset. Yeah. We want our lives. Yeah, it ain't that bad. What's going on? Let me go back off in there. Yeah. I can't believe I lost my coach. All my coaching points that I had was so far. And I had my coach set up how I wanted to. We ain't getting no more. Damn. All these niggas don't want to the other place. Bitch ass nigga. I'm supposed to get man. Come on, man. Get your ass on. Shit. What's wrong with him? Get his ass on in here. And then we better be fair. Man, he went, but he's gonna get us off anyway. How many more games we got left? How many more games we got left? What was it, week what? Week 14. We ain't got but a few more games left here. No, this is the last game right here. Yeah. We went on a little run. What's bowl for Jackson? We finna go to a bowl. Man, put something about the bowl. Damn, they ain't even got us in a little bowl. We supposed to be bowling. Oh, I guess we ain't bowling right now because we... What's our record right now? What's our record? We 6-5. We gotta win this game for sure. Shit. We gotta win this game for sure. No, we got orange jerseys. Bet that up. Oh, we got some fire ass jerseys.
Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Research Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here been ready for this clash since early this morning. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, squaring off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington State ready to kick off as it's time to get things started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Beavers return team will have that offense backed up. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
A designed run for the quarterback. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And now on second down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Oh, there's the ball.
Bro, ain't no damn way. Come on, bro.
Fumble and securing it. Cougars offense will go to work for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up. And
that nigga was down. Cologne? Shit.
They are the key for their respective.
Get my damn offense back on the field. Slaves?
These guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well.
Shit, they trying to play me. I ain't playing that.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
We'll go for that shit.
On third down on the opening drive of the game, they don't get it. Let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
He's got his man. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
And the Beavers look to keep this drive humming. Just going to keep it after the snap.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
The Beavers have it with a
this nigga picking up.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. And that pass.
Ain't no way.
He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the
Them
interception.
niggas be trying to hold.
And I know this defense
That was a good pass.
hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Leach. Using his feet.
Oh, hell no.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane.
Better get your little weak ass down.
And gets down to avoid contact. The Cougars will
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket.
Oh, yeah. Sack that weekend, nigga.
As much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Washington State will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the
Ain't bullshitting with him. Come on, Cologne. Shit.
He'll field the punt and take it back.
Make some shake, Cologne.
The crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
Oh,
No,
shit.
you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Direct snap. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
They'll run the screen. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Fires one high and deep. Touchdown, Beaver! And they jump on top.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Coming after it. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Washington State sends out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This this play works for one reason. You toss the ball quickly to the left, receivers have to block. Once that running back gets on the perimeter, you're going nowhere if those receivers aren't committed to getting on those DBs, locking on them, running their feet. That's not their first priority. I know they're going to catch the ball more than they're going to block. Nice job blocking on that toss.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Looking for room at the 30. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Quick completion on the out. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. We've reached the end of the
Who's running that same goddamn play?
Has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
You go a little close.
Get the defense to show its hand.
We're trying to go bowling.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early,
shit.
get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Just slithered through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. To the air, it's Leach. Deep shot for the end zone. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There you go.
How you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
This is a design run. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. They'll go with a direct snap.
Damn, we ain't made it. Fuck.
Defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great.
Oh, he dropped that bitch right over his head.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the
Tackle that nigga. Shit.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback keeps it. And he
Ain't that a bitch?
into the house. Touchdown, Washington State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed him there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the 2nd level of your defense, that dude is gone.
And the returner will be dragged down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He'll pull it down and run. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good.
Ain't no way.
Right now in this drive.
We going for the hell.
Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
The Beavers get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it.
Ain't that a bitch?
And they get it down at the 14-yard line. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They get him down after he makes the catch. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Caught behind the line. It's Bermudez.
Oh, that nigga tried it. Hey, he tried it, goddamn. I can't be mad at it.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Leach. He's right on target. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Looking for the end zone.
Let's go. 2 picks for that man.
Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Good man, go play
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bermudez. They make the stop after the
shit. 84 be making plays, son.
pick up that first down. And the Beavers want to crank the tempo. They'll try the run. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Damn, that bro almost made a play on that.
On that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
After the misfire, now on second down. Wide out in motion.
Okay, they brought man, that nigga. It's over.
Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And
damn, boy.
Receiver, and down he goes. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, look out, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. He's back to throw on second down. Slings it downfield. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Oh yeah, he got there. Oh, he fixed it. He dropped that. Ain't no way he dropped that. Damn, he dropped that dude.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break.
Fuck, he is.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Only 10 seconds remaining here in the first half as they put it in play, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A strike downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires toward the end zone.
Count that shit.
Down, Washington State.
Hello.
You want to
Hey.
talk about big time throws? This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And it's pretty clear the defensive game plan through 30 minutes has been just trying to hang on and hope for the best against these electrifying quarterbacks. Whether it's throwing or running, they've dictated how this game has gone and maybe made those defensive coordinators question their career choices. Going to be fascinating to see which defense cracks the code. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
The Beavers will boot it away to start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Slips through the line. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First down for this offense. The give to the back. Bulls his way forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
This quarterback, part of their running game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Another 4th down try for this offense. They're 2 for 4 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick strike complete. Tackled after picking up the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Swings it out to his running back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They got it to him out in the flats, but a sure tackle and the big stop there for this defense.
Man, those aren't easy tackles. You know, you're stretched way out wide. You're running a long way to come up and make a tackle, but great job by the defense, seeing it, reacting, getting the guy on the ground quickly.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To the air, it's Leach. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big 3rd down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. He did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Touchdown, Wazoo! They take the lead with the 6.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Got enough for the 1st. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to him. Let him get outside. Let him run the football and make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to him and get him on the perimeter.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss point.
Keeps looking downfield. Fires on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. It's reverse. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the play call. So many people get very conservative down in the red zone. Nice job of the offense. Get some speed on the perimeter. Try to make a play. Nice positive gain. I like that thought process, just a little bit different.
On the option. Now the toss. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to be.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. Washington State will have to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Got the first down, looking for more. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, if you're going to have success running a toss play like that to the left, you've got to be able to seal the defense on the end of the line of scrimmage, blocking. They did just that, and there was so much space for that ball carrier to go.
He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Oregon State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Back to throw, it's Leach. Quickly complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles, and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give to the back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Unloads quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Trying the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting a run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. The lone back's got it. Smashes through the tackle. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for a man. It's Leach. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is perfect.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can...
Hit the gas, kid! Wide open ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They want to run this quarterback. The offense coughs it up. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. All wideouts, no backs. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Shoots it to the left. At the 45 on his way. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Leach. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll just keep slinging it. This time it's complete.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down there, but in this 2-minute situation, they need their quarterback to be decisive, to be accurate, and make really good decisions. And we'll see what he's able to do as they inch closer and closer towards the goal line.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wide receiver shows motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
They go to the ground. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Thrust that arm out. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. Leaves it with the back. And after the short run, the clock hits 0, and we are all wrapped up here. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set
experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. To build on week-to-week success, and you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another